Hey everybody. So I've been working my way through the book of Ezekiel all over again, and while I'm at it, I'm just gonna throw in real quick. If you look at chapter 30, there's a bunch of stuff here that jumped out at me, and I mean, we all know that these books are prophetic, that they applied, literally to the time that they were written, but they also can apply to where we are today. And so chapter 30 is just loaded with all kinds of stuff about the sword coming upon the land, great anguish, just the pride of her power shall come down, the cities shall be in the midst of cities that are laid waste. And even though, it's generally established that America is Babylon, I think in this verse here, in verse 12, it's saying Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. But if you read it like in context, I think that's referring to China and Russia. They shall be brought to destroy the land. They shall draw their swords against Egypt. I think that's referring to the invasions that are coming. So on and so forth. And here we go. By the hands of aliens, so people from other countries. They will also destroy the idols, all the statues and everything that have been getting torn down. Put fear in the land. The land will be desolate. They will set fire. Pretty much the west of America is all on fire right now. I think there's like over 500 fires going or something. And then, again, there's mention of setting fire, distress, cities shall go into captivity. There's a mention of the day being darkened. I think that's, that can be both symbolic, but it also could allude to the gross darkness, the 3 days of darkness. Her arrogant strength shall cease in her, and judgments will be executed. So I just wanted to kind of bring your attention to that, point that out, and then let's see what else. Here's another little passage that could allude to the 3 days of darkness. Chapter 32, starting in verse 7. When I put out your light, I will cover the heavens and make its stars dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. And all the bright lights of the heavens I will make dark over you and bring darkness upon your land, says the Lord God. Anything else? What else? Okay, in chapter 33, verse 28, for I will make the land most desolate, her arrogant strength shall cease. The mountains shall be desolate. I have made the land most desolate because of all her abominations. And then, it's talking about how the people aren't listening to the watchmen, the prophets. And then here in chapter 34, it's talking about poor shepherds, and it says, I will cause them to cease feeding the sheep. I will deliver my flock from their mouths. And I think that is the shift, the move that God has been doing this year of kind of deconstructing the brick and mortar institutionalized CO13, or I forget what the hell it is, the like tax exempt institutionalized church and all that. Jumping ahead to verse 35, make you most desolate, I shall lay your cities waste, you shall be desolate. And now coming up to the point of what really got me to make this video. So, what chapter is this? Chapter 35, about verse 7. Now, it's talking about Mount Seir, and again, I think this could be prophetic for the time that we're in now, but it says most desolate. And then here's a really peculiar thing that it says. And cut off from it the one who leaves and the one who returns. And then it continues on, perpetually desolate, your cities shall be uninhabited. Let me jump ahead real quick here to this verse here in verse 9. Your cities shall be uninhabited. I believe it was David Wilkerson who had a vision and prophesied that he saw in the vision, like New York City had been, like everyone, like, well, he said that people fled from it and that people were like living or parked in their cars out in like New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So that's what that reminds me of there. But jumping back here to verse 7, cut off from it the one who leaves and the one who returns. And immediately what came to mind is this. So Richie from Boston brought this to my, and I'm sure many people's attention. This cute little song that the United Nations put out, and of course had children singing it. And I don't know where the actual printed lyrics are. I went on the UN's website and I tried to find it, but I found it on YouTube. Here it is. But I know towards the end of the song, they actually, like, the actual lyrics say something about ushering in a new world order and closing borders. Closing borders. And so that's what... I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but this verse here in Ezekiel 35, verse 7, cut off from it the one who leaves and the one who returns. Sure does sound like closing borders, doesn't it? So, just pointing that out. Alright, I bless you all in Jesus' name. Bye.